Hey Capricorn placements, welcome. In this reading, we'll gain clarity on your next 3 months, starting with what you're currently dealing with. Then we'll look at what's coming towards you in the near future and then long term, and get you some messages of guidance and encouragement from your guides. And I want to start with the astrological influences that you have going on currently. And we have yin with sextile energy. And then we have fire. Okay. So I feel like there's a couple things going on here. So one, you may have some challenge or some contrast that you're experiencing in friendships or relationships that you're currently trying to work through, and you're trying to stay optimistic and you're trying to be the better person or be the bigger person and accept the situation as it is, and you're trying to find like the best way that you can handle it and what you feel would be the best solution as like how you want to deal with the circumstances that are coming up is what I'm seeing that you're going through at this time. You could also be experiencing a little bit of contrast as it relates to your spirituality and your spiritual development. So some of you may feel like you should be further along than what you are, or you may feel a little bit of a disconnect there. Okay, so just take what resonates, and let's see what else we have for Capricorn here. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords. Okay. And so someone may have been honest with you, or you may be getting some information and you're just trying to figure out how to process that and how you want to respond to it. You may also have communicated some truths to someone, and now there is a little bit of awkwardness because you both are not quite sure how to process it and how to communicate with each other and how you want to move forward in the relationship. We have the Two of Pentacles here, so you would need to, you're kind of trying to decide how you want to, like, what do I do with this information? Like, how do I define it, essentially, is what I'm saying, and then respond to it in the best way to keep the relationship whole and keep it positive, but also you may be feeling like you want to get some information communicated, or you need to stay true to your authentic self and how you're feeling as well. What else? So yeah, you're trying to find the best solution that still allows you to feel authentic and feel that your needs are heard. Okay, so we also have the Moon here and the Lovers. Okay, so this could be a relationship with soul family, or with your partner here that we're speaking of, or with children even. And I feel like there's more that will be revealed and more to be uncovered, because you may not. So yeah, there may have been some truths exchanged here, or on one side and maybe not the other. Just take it how it resonates. But there may even be more there to the story. So you're thinking that it may be one thing, but if you listen to your intuition, you're realizing that, oh, there's actually more to this. There's more information that will reveal itself, or that I don't necessarily know at this time. So you're stuck with just dealing with what is presented to you and processing that and figuring out what you need to learn from that so that you can move the situation forward. So what else? But I feel like if you connect with your intuition, you'll know what there is that is still out there to know. So we have Five of Cups here. So I feel like you're definitely in that process, and you have the choice of how you want to play this, how you want to respond. And if you focus on what you've lost, or the things that went away, or the opportunity that you don't currently have as a result of this, it's going to make the process a little harder to get through and to persevere from it, because it's the focus on the past or what you don't have that's stopping you from focusing on the opportunity that's in front of you to move forward and to realize that there's still hope, there's still faith, and there's still much that you can do, and many blessings that can be available to you if you take a moment and allow yourself to see it. So what else for Capricorn? Okay, so 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you maybe had invested some time or energy into partnership, collaboration, or connection, and you're waiting to see the fruits of that. You're waiting to see that bear fruit. You're waiting to see the abundance coming through to you. And there has been some abundance, but it just may not have been what you were expecting, or you feel that there's so much more that can be gained here. And you're just in the process of like, okay, is that still possible? Like, where are we at here with this information, this circumstance that I have here? It's like, where do we go from here, essentially? And then give me one more, please. I'm gonna take it. So we have the 2 of Wands. Yeah, decision, deciding on how you want to respond, what your future with this person looks like. Okay. And I feel like your intuition, so you may be thinking like, well, I could do this or I could do that, but there's really more options available to you. So if you take a moment to take yourself out of the situation and be an observer of it from an objective place, I feel like that will help you to see what else is there that's not quite evident, that's not immediately visible. You'll be able to see the layered complexities of this situation, and that'll help you to make the right choice for you. Okay, so you may have to, again, take yourself outside of the situation and look at things objectively, because it may not be about you in particular. It could be just the situation that's happening, or other things that external environmental type of situations that are impacting what you're going through here with your soul family or partner. Okay, so let me see. Let's see what is coming towards you in the immediate future, Capricorn. Okay, all right, so we have trine energy with Taurus and Libra. Interesting. Okay, so there's definitely opportunity to create some balance here. I feel like you are being guided to trust the situation and to be patient and to create a solution, like I said, that creates balance, where both parties feel there's harmony, feel that they're heard, feel like there's a collaboration, feel like there's an understanding, feel as though there's empathy there, that you're feeling empathy, that they're feeling empathy. So there's really an opportunity to grow from this and to become and have a stronger bond with the party in question here. Okay. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, so I feel like you may be feeling a little passionate. You're in your feels right now, and that's you processing things and you figuring out, what does this mean to me? Okay, but again, with that intuition connecting with you and you receiving messages, you viewing things from a higher perspective, you're going to, I feel like the answer is creating that balance and having that empathy and compassion and understanding of the other parties that are involved and what they're going through, and working with them to ensure that they understand your perspective as well, so that all parties are heard and you're making decisions and you're collaborating toward a goal that, again, is going to benefit everyone. And then we have the Knight of Water here. Okay. So what else? Okay, so we have the Four of Swords. Okay. Yeah, so it's giving me, like, I see two different potential outcomes here in the immediate future. So again, it's really going to depend on how you choose to view these circumstances and situations, and the choice that you make on how you define it. And you can even not define it. You can let it go. You can surrender it. And you can look toward the connection with this person and starting from a place of where you're connected with this person's higher self And again, calling on that compassion and empathy. Okay. So what else? So you may also want to run this through your heart space if you're not quite sure how to process things, or you're not quite sure of the messages that you're hearing, or you feel like there's more and you're not quite sure what that is. Run it through your heart space. Meditate on it. Connect with your guides, request that assistance and information. And I feel like it's not necessarily the information, it's just the understanding that there is more and that you may not know the full story. So you may have to just operate off of what you currently know and the information you have at the time. And you may need to connect with your higher self to, in a sense, be the bigger person, or be the person that is bringing compassion and unconditional love to the table, and being open to that connection, collaboration, partnership. Okay. So what else? What else for Capricorn? Okay, thank you. Okay, so we have the Two of Cups here. So there's definitely opportunity here for you to align with your higher self and to more deeply connect with your higher self. Okay, so you may also have, and this is a little bit of a going off in a different direction here, but you may also have love coming towards you, or an opportunity to strengthen your commitment with your partner. So this could also be your partner here that we're talking about, and an opportunity again to call on your compassion, to use your emotional intelligence in your communications so that you do strengthen that connection with your partner. Okay. So it's really in how you define the situation and how well you understand it, and you understand the message that you're to learn from it, so that you can work your way through it very quickly. Okay, what else? Okay, so we have the Hangman. So a little reflection time of getting in those self-care practices will help you with this process of reflection. And again, seeing things from different angles, different perspectives, and trying to take the emotional part out of it, and your emotions and your judgments, if you have them, your opinions, really taking the time to remove your ego from the situation, and maybe even putting yourself in the other party's shoes and looking at it from their viewpoint. So it's all about gaining different perspectives here and taking that time to reflect and do that, and allowing that to help you. And I feel like also running it through your heart space is another way that you may develop more compassion and empathy and understanding. Because again, there's much more here than what would be visible on the surface here. Okay, so doing those things will help you get a better understanding of even just the energies that your partner or the other parties are going through, and that'll help you be more compassionate. So we have the King of Cups here. Yeah, absolutely utilizing your emotions to the best of your abilities. So I called on that emotional intelligence, but I'm going to bring it up here again because that's what this is. This King of Cups is like you mastering your emotions and mastering your responses and creating collaborations, creating solutions, working through things with your partner, with your soul family in a way that maintains the relationship and allows everyone to be seen and be heard, and to create win-win solutions, okay, where everyone wins, where everyone's content, okay? So we have that King and Queen energy. So I feel like this is you and your partner, you and your soul family, like being at a place where both of you are being emotionally intelligent, being considerate of each other's feelings, having compassion towards each other, and just showing that genuine appreciation and respect for each other's viewpoints and the position that you each are coming from. Okay? And wanting to work this out and wanting to work through it. Okay. So it's all here. I feel like there is passion and commitment from both sides and a willingness and wanting to work through this. So what else? What else for Capricorn? Thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we have the 9 of Cups. Yeah. So you will get to that place where you are managing your emotions very well. And we have the 10 of Wands here. So I feel like there may be some burdens that need to be released, some anxiety, some fear, some old belief systems, some old patterns. And I feel like you taking yourself out of the situation and viewing it as an observer and looking at it objectively, you may identify those areas where, oh, you know, well, I could be a little more compassionate, or I could be a little more open, or, you know, I feel like this part of things is keeping me stuck, and I need to explore that. I need to understand why it's very important to have, you know, to have this type of response. Okay, so just working through those things and working through the areas where you feel like you kind of put your foot down and you're stuck, or you're not willing to budge or move. And I'm not saying that that's not going to resonate with everyone, but for those of you where that does resonate, explore that and do it quickly, because that, the longer you stay there, the longer it solidifies and becomes more and more of an issue, and becomes something that's even more difficult to work through. Okay. But yeah, as soon as you do that, it really is opening up the door for this amazing collaboration, this amazing partnership, this amazing connection with these parties or party. And the sooner you're able to figure out what the future is going to be like. Okay, so just a little compassion and understanding is going to go a long way. So we also have the Queen of Pentacles energy here. Okay, so if there's a way that you can communicate your support and just let that person know, or let your partner know, that you understand where they're coming from, you value their opinion, and you support them in their opinion and decisions. And that doesn't mean that you agree and you do what they say. That just means that you're showing compassion, you're showing empathy, you're showing that you understand, you're giving them a safe space to heal and to share what it is that they want to share. And in kind, you should have the same. Okay, so you putting that out there is a part of you receiving that back. Okay. So what else? What else for Capricorn? Thank you. Okay, so we have transformation. Okay, so this is leading to major transformation. I feel like it could be a new side to your relationship. It could be a new chapter to the relationship that opens as a result of this. So you working through this is not only elevating you to a higher frequency and you becoming more aligned with who you authentically are, and you continuing to advance on your spiritual journey, but it's also strengthening the relationship and the bond that you have with these other parties, or this other part, your partner. Okay, so it's definitely an opportunity for spiritual growth on all sides for everyone. Okay, and it is, there may be a different way that you need to work with the other party. So there may be some adjustments, some changes that will happen in order for both of you to feel comfortable and to feel safe. But it's something that you will work out with this person. Okay. So what else? What else? Oh. So we have the Ace of Swords. Yeah, it's going to lead to new ideas, new philosophies, a new understanding. And this is like a shared understanding where you both are on the same page and you're in balance and in harmony. Okay, and you both feel that you're being heard and acknowledged. And I feel like this is moving you towards fulfillment in this relationship. Okay. So let's look at what's coming in the long term, not more than 3 months for Capricorn. So we have the first house and Neptune and the Sun. Okay. So you are being guided to dream. I feel like you're going to put some focus on the self and your self-confidence, your self-love. I feel like this is going to include you expanding upon things from a physical perspective, the physical body, as well as your spirituality and your mind. So you may decide that you want to change your hair, or you want to have a new style, or, you know, there's something different. You want to start working out more. You want to, you know, go hard for a little bit and get your summer body back. You know, whatever this is, I feel like it's manifesting physically. So it's something with your physical, your physical body here that you're going to be working on, and goals that you have as it relates to that, because we have the first house and the Sun here. So yeah, so I also feel like even it could be new philosophies towards life as well, and how you see life, and you wanting to be perceived by others in a different way. And that's really about you just changing who you are and saying like, okay, no, this is not me. This is more aligned with who I authentically am. So you're sort of taking off the mask and showing your true self, and allowing yourself also to open up and dream. And there's this, I'm hearing this message of like, and this I feel like is maybe more for someone where this resonates with you wanting to change your physical appearance in some way. It's like you're dreaming of what your healthier, happier body looks like, and you're allowing that to be set into the universe, and you're working on those limiting beliefs and those old outdated thought patterns and actions that you're doing to prohibit you from making progress toward those changes that you want to see. Okay, so there may also be like some specific work that you decide to do as it relates to the physical body. And again, you know, we talked about your expression, your approach to life, and just how people see you. So you may be also thinking like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to be this person from now on, and everybody just has to get on board with it, because this is the new me. This is more of me being my authentic self as well. So just take it however it resonates. What else? Okay, yeah. And things will balance themselves out. Things will definitely balance themselves out. And we have new opportunities, new chapters opening here as a result of this. As a result of you saying like, yeah, no more. Moving forward, I'm going to be authentically me. And it's going to include some changes. Body, mind, and soul. And you should definitely dream big as it relates to that, those changes that you want to see, because there is no limit. You are limitless, and you can achieve all that you dream and desire. Okay, so what else for Capricorn? What else? Okay, so you definitely are going to be tempted to fall back into old habits, old belief systems, old ideas. You're definitely going to be tempted. And the outcome is really based on what you choose to do in those moments when you do feel tempted. And if you're able to let go of the distractions and set them aside and not focus on them, and really focus on what you desire and your dreams. So in those moments, really, it's going to be up to you to identify that these are the times I'm feeling a little distracted, and I want to get back on track. I want to get back on my course. And the smallest changes that you make to do that are going to create the biggest rewards and make the biggest impact. So it may be small things that you're recognizing that you want to change, you want to let go of, that are going to lead to big changes. Okay, so what else? Thank you. So we have the Six of Swords. Yeah, absolutely. So I see you here, definitely moving toward what is more fulfilling to you. So that is your confirmation. And this, when you are having those moments, just know we have this Six of Swords here, that yeah, you may need to learn that lesson. You may have a setback. So it's important that you recognize that immediately and you extract the lesson out of that as quickly as you can and get back on track towards your goals and your dreams. And what else? Thank you. So we have the Ace of Wands here. Okay, so I feel like this change and transformation is going to lead to you feeling more emotionally fulfilled and receiving blessings that fulfill you in that way. So it could be a career opportunity that comes towards you, a new project, a collaboration, a partnership. It could also be you finding new things that excite you and that you want to explore. And even from an entrepreneurial perspective, yeah, this could be you finding like new ways to sell your products and services, or new business ventures that you want to explore, that you're going to feel passionate about. So I'm talking about the ones that you feel passionate about, because I'm sure you can Google and find new ideas very quickly, but these are ones that you feel passionate about and that you do want to see where things go there. You want to research, you want to maybe take some inspired action toward them. And we have the Page of Wands here. Okay. Yeah, so wherever this is taking you, whatever comes to you as inspired action, whatever you feel you're being guided to do, it's so important that you take that inspired action toward those goals. Okay? That you're recognizing that these are the steps and processes that are guiding you towards your dreams and toward accomplishment, toward fulfillment, toward your contentment. Okay? So what else? Thank you. So we have the Knight of Swords here. So it's not only, I feel like, material things, it's also ideas, new philosophies, new strategies as well that are going to come as a result of this transformation process here. And you continuing to grow and expand your consciousness and your spirituality. Okay? So let's get some oracles for you, see what you have coming towards you, or what messages. Okay, so we have Fortune. Wonderful, because that is your confirmation that success is here and it's near. It's all about just your actions and how you choose to move forward, how you choose to move through these contrast moments and these challenging circumstances and situations. And we have harmony. We spoke to that at great length. And it's coming up here again. So that is your confirmation that you are guided toward creating harmony and working through things with those that you feel are important. Okay? With people that mean something to you. And we have conflict here as well. So we have conflict and harmony. So I feel like you will have the conflict and you are being guided to work toward harmonious responses. Okay. So what else? So we have time out. So reflection can absolutely do you good. And I'm always promoting those self-care practices. And we have that confirmation here that a little rest and relaxation and taking time to fill up your cup with the things that you love to do is going to help you. And we have manifesting dreams. So it's so important here. And this is what we've been talking about this whole time, as far as choosing your attitude, choosing how you respond in these moments of contrast and challenge. And also dreaming big. And we have abundance. So you have it right here, that it's available to you. So it's just about you, what you're putting out into the universe, the energy, the thoughts that you're sharing with the universe, the frequency that you're on. We also have the master number 11. So I am going to put a video in the description, a link to a video in the description. If you're interested in the master number 11, you can watch that and get more information, or you can just Google it as well. But see some individuality here. So I think remembering your purpose, remembering your life path, remembering who you are and what you came here to do is going to be helpful to you. And those self-care practices are what's going to help you to remember that. And I'm going to call out meditation, because I love that. And that is the quickest way to connect with your guides, connect with your source, and connect with your higher self and receive those messages and that guidance. Okay. So what else? What other messages? So we have a win-win outcome is forecast. I love that, because haven't I been promoting that this whole time? Collaborating and finding a win-win solution. You have the confirmation right there. We have make time for self-love. We spoke to that at length as well. Getting those self-care practices in, because that is going to help you. That's going to help you to be more collaborative, to be more open to solutions. And we also have Paul the Venetian with sharing your gifts and grace. Okay. And we have inspiration and love coming to you. Okay. Give me one more here. So we have hope. This is amazing. So we have hope, love, staying positive, staying focused, and being open to collaboration. Okay. And I feel like it does bear mentioning here, because I feel like this is the solar plexus chakra that I'm seeing here. So you may want to meditate on that and ensure that that is balanced, but really calling on your empowerment and the person that you are, because you're an amazing person. You're strong, you're brave, you're courageous, you're powerful. And that is what's going to help you as well work through this contrast and these challenges. Okay. So we have trust with Athena. Surrender your concerns to the universe. You have been heard. Okay, so that is that confirmation that you reaching out and seeking assistance from your guides, from your higher self, from your angels. They hear you. They're here with support. We have Gaia with grounding. So you may want to take a minute to ensure that you are grounded to the earth and do whatever practices you do to ground yourself. So you may want to do a meditation, a grounding meditation. You may want to just get out into nature, walk barefoot out there, walk through the park, whatever way you can connect with nature. You're being guided to do that at this time, because that's going to be helpful to you, and it's going to help you to also just calm things down and allow you to think and allow you to quiet your mind, so you can hear your angels coming through. You can hear those messages from your intuition and source. Okay. And then we also have adaptability. So we spoke about nature and spending time with nature, and this is speaking to spending time near water. Okay, so whatever feels good to you, whatever feels right to you, absolutely do it. But find a way to keep yourself grounded. And also, I feel like this card brings up an excellent point about how just understanding and allowing the earth to connect with you And this in particular speaks to the power of water and admiring its strength, tranquility, and intensity. And then acknowledging and admiring those qualities within yourself, like being appreciative for all that you are and how far you've come. Okay. All right, Capricorn, so those are the messages I have for you. Please like, share, subscribe, and let me know how this resonates. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.